Hello, human. Welcome to my humble abode. So good of you to drop by. I wasn't expecting to have guests so soon in the evening hours. I promise you, I won't turn down a treat. And it walks right into my lair. That's right, my sweet treat. You're in a Lamia's den. Or did you not know that when you came in? I understand. The forest outside is so very vast. And at this time of year, it's monsoon season. Adds that you're so used to traveling along. Go deep, deep, deep underwater. And so you have to guide yourself through the trees, through the murky waters that rise around your knees. And sometimes, well, you just have to make it to the high ground and wait out the waters. Is that what you did, sweet, sweet little human? Are you here by chance because the waters just got too high to traverse? Oh, or maybe you got lost. It's not easy going through the tree lines, searching and swiveling between brush and tree. And so you find yourself a safe refuge, a cave amidst thunder and lightning and pouring rain. And that's how you come to me. Well, now that you've found me, little human, how do you feel? Does your skin tingle? Does a shiver race down your spine? Oh, how I like to tease and coerce. But really now, you are quite the unintended guest. But I wouldn't say uninvited. You're very, very welcomed here. So welcomed, in fact, that I'd hate to see you go. So why don't you just come a little closer? Oh, sweet human, I promise, if you try to run, I will get to you far sooner than you can run away. Didn't you know? The Lamia is at home, both on the ground and in the waters. You would flee, you would run, you would splash to the rising waves and the current wrapping about you. And then I would just pluck you from the water, wrap you in my coils, bring you right back here to me. Oh, but then I wouldn't trust you not to try it again, little human. Then I would need to take precautions. certain safety measures to make sure you couldn't run away again. I think that if I did, I would start by coiling myself around you. Oh, so tight. To the point where you could barely breathe. I would feel your lungs against me, wrestle for breath after breath of sweet, sweet air. And when you're finally dizzy, I would get close to your neck and sink my teeth right in. Oh, a wonderful feeling it is puncturing my prey, sinking my fangs deep into their flesh, where my venom is free to do its work. I'd have to be careful with you, little human. You see, my venom paralyzes, but if I use too much, even if I uncoiled myself around you, well, your lungs wouldn't be able to work anyways. So I'd have to be extra careful with you. I'd put in just enough to where your body feels so sluggish, almost as if you were weighed down by the waters you tried to escape. Now isn't that a little bit of tasty irony? You tried so hard to escape your fate of drowning, but well, it's very possible with me. You could lose your ability to breathe all the same. But that doesn't need to happen now, does it, my little human? No, not at all. Instead, you could do as you're told and step away from the cave entrance. That's right. That's right. And let me just slide over to the opening. Oh, very, very good. Now we can have ourselves a much more pleasant chat. Isn't this so nice and comfy? Here, away from the rain, away from the rising waters. And I promise you, human, they never, ever reach my cave. I've been here for quite some time, and I'm so sad to admit that I have had so few guests that have stopped by to say hello. Oh, but here you are. Welcome to my home once again. Now, we can properly start with the pleasantries. Tell me your name. I like it. Mine is Kaladra. Now, my human, tell me what brings you here. Where were you going? Was it the gold they say that lingers in these caves and mountains what you're looking for? Or perhaps it was something else. Well, go on. Tell me. I see. Well, that's It's none of my concern, really. Now, all my attention is on you and our sweet, sweet little cave. The question next becomes, what should I do with you now that you're here? Obviously, you're now my guest. But one can do so many things with a guest. You know what happened to the last person that wandered in here? Well, these caves twist and turn and go on for miles at a time. Some slink underwater, and others are jagged cliffs that rise to the top of mountain peaks. And all this belongs to me. And all this your predecessors learned far too well. You see, as I said, the last one tried to run. Now, not out the front, as I've explained. I tend to block that off right away. No, they thought they'd take their chances going down the paths in front of them. I followed them for quite some time. And then the poor thing tripped. Oh, it was so sad. And, well, I had to help them up. So I took them by the hand and yanked them up. They tried to scream and thrash in my grip. Well, that wasn't very kind of a guest to do. So I let them go. And next thing you know, they're falling into the pit just behind them. I heard the sickening crack of their skull. They were delicious. And you know the one before? Well, they did try to go out the front. And it was a monsoon just like this outside. I followed them through the tree line, watched as they tried so terribly hard to bite against the water, to wade through to the other side. No, I almost felt bad when I slithered on through and coiled around them and held them down beneath the waters. It was such a beautiful sight when I pulled them back up. Their lifeless eyes stared miserably at the sky. Oh, you're not trembling, are you? My sweet, sweet little treat. No, why don't you have yourself a seat? Right there. It's okay. I think I've made up my mind since you've been so well behaved. We're going to play a little game. And if you win this game, you'll get to keep your life. All you have to do is be a good little treat and do as you're told. And so long as you do as you're told, no harm will come to you here. I suppose that's my sweet, sweet gesture of a welcome home present. Because starting now, you belong here, and you belong to me. Welcome home, my little treat. Welcome home